Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on Little Slaw YouTube channel. So today in this video, we are going to discuss about another multiple choice question which I have asked regarding the JMeter, and I would like to thank everyone for answering this question. I have really nearly got 75 votes, and thank you so much again for your active participation. And this will definitely enrich your knowledge on performance testing and JMeter. So before we move on to the video, this is me, your son Shanmugam. I welcome all of you to our Little Sly YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share the videos, and like and ask your questions and feedbacks in the comments section. So now, for this video, we are going to discuss about what does the term thread group represents in JMeter. So before I explain you, let me open a JMeter so that I can explain it to you very clearly. So yeah, as I have told, I have opened the JMeter and under the JMeter. So here again, the question is, what does the term thread group, the thread group here, represent in JMeter? So I have asked again four choices, which is a group of test plans. Let me just open it. So a group of test plans, and 9% of people have answered it, and a collection of HTTP requests, and 29% of people have answered it, and 60% have answered it as the number of users, and 1% have answered as a group of listeners. So I could see a mix of responses for this question, which is really interesting because I could still understand that there needs more of a understanding would require for this. Okay, so let me just go through all these choices, whatever I gave you, and then I will tell you the right answer. So first thing is, for those people who have selected a group of test plans. So a group of test plans is so in JMeter. So if you go to JMeter, a test plan. So here we have a test plan. So this represents the entire test scenario, which includes the configuration elements, the thread groups, and samplers. A thread group is a component within a test plan that defines the behavior of virtual users, including the number of users, the ramp up period, the loop count, everything. So as I'm saying again, so a test plan is a representation of the entire test scenario, right? And then the second option here is a collection of HTTP requests. So when it comes to collection of HTTP requests, so while HTTP requests, so here if we go to the samplers, we have the HTTP requests. So while the HTTP requests are an integral part of a test scenario in JMeter, they are defined within the samplers and not the thread groups. So if you see here, when you go to the test plan, under the thread groups, they won't come, but the samplers come in, so the HTTP requests come inside the samplers, right? So the thread groups control the concurrency and pacing of these requests. And then the next option is the number of users. So in JMeter, a thread group defines the number of virtual users, which is basically threads in this scenario or in this example, or that's how the JMeter treats. Like if it is a thread, then it's a user. So that will execute the test scenario concurrently, and this thread group allows us to simulate real world scenarios by specifying how many users will access the application simultaneously, right? And then the last option we had is a group of listeners. So if we go to the thread group, we can have a group of listeners. So listeners in JMeter are components used for analyzing and visualizing test results, and so they are not directly related to thread groups, which focus on controlling the behavior of virtual users. So after discussing all these four answers, which is uh, a group of test plans, a collection of HTTP requests, the number of users, and a group of listeners, we all understood that the correct answer is the number of users. I agree. We can have multiple HTTP requests, we can have a group of listeners, but still, when it comes to the thread groups, you can very clearly see that they contribute, or how to say, like, they just represent the number of users, right? They can hold the listeners, I agree, they can hold the listeners, or they can hold the uh, HTTP requests or any logic controllers or any pre-processors, but still they represent, I mean, the thread group represent the number of users. In a group of test plans, yes, that's for sure 100% it's not the answer, because we can even say a test plan can have multiple thread groups, but a thread group cannot be a group of test plans, right? So, with that, I come to an end, and I believe this video would be very useful to you. So, just to give a quick summary, so the concept of thread groups is crucial in JMeter for accurately simulating load and stress scenarios on web applications, and by defining appropriate thread group settings. So if you go here, if you define the appropriate thread group settings, the testers, which is we, can mimic the real world usage patterns and assess performance and scalability of their application under various conditions. So again, I come to an end, and I believe this video would be very useful to you. So I'll post another choice question, multiple choice question, very shortly, and please make sure you answer it well. And yeah, so until I meet you in our next video, it's bye bye from Vasan Shanmugam and Little Slaw.